Hidden deep in the Swiss mountains, the highest church in the world sits 8,000 feet up in the Alps on what was once the most dangerous mountain pass in Europe. Today, climbers and hikers come for the challenge, but for hundreds of years, the monastery of the Grand Saint Bernard was a life-saving refuge from the cold. 10 years ago I made such a climb, to find a book. A book that was said to be older than time itself, from a place in between the living and the dead. An old man I met from little wooden town, that sits below the mountain of the Monk in the Bernese Alps, gave me a map, which would lead me to a cave, a cold cave. One that held the book of secrets. I don't normally believe everything I hear, but something, maybe a voice in the back of my head, told me to trust this old man. The hike was long and cold. At some point I even thought I had gangrene of the toes and fingers. But I went on. For 4 days past the snow and ice. Each morning I thought the sun, what little I saw, would warm me up, but I was wrong. Toward my last day, I saw a dog, a Saint Bernard, a rather large creature, and for my time on the mountain he would never leave my side. The map showed a small mark, which was supposed to be the cave. As I made my way toward the mark, my body felt warm. My first thought, maybe hypothermia has set in, I recall mumbling to myself. And then I saw the cave. It looked warming and inviting. I and the Saint Bernard stepped up our pace and made our first steps into the ice cave. As I passed the threshold, I spotted a freshly oiled torch to my left. I quickly fished the Zippo out of my breast pocket and lit the great stick of fire. Thinking back, this must have been how the caveman felt, when they were able to control the spurt known as fire. The cave felt warm and homely, almost different in some strange way. At times I felt I didn't need the touch. My loyal companion never left my side. Toward the middle of the cave, there was a solid black stone pedestal. The pedestal must have been made from obsidian or some other type of volcanic rock. Embedded in the rock, along the sides were strange symbols, hieroglyphic in nature. In the center was a small circle, one that looked as if it had been made with a finger, when the rock was still hot. I slowly traced my finger around the circle. The black pedestal cracked open to reveal a large brown leather book, lettered in gold, forgotten and dusty from time. This is what led me to the mysteries of CERN, the creatures, and Dr. Edward Mantel. Stay paranoid, my friends.